Some nationalities have a real advantage getting hired on cruise ships right now, and others are facing real barriers. If you've ever hesitated before sending your materials, your showreel to agencies because you were not sure if your passport would even get considered, you're not imagining that worry. I get this question constantly from musicians in India, Russia, Brazil, the Philippines, all asking some version of the exact same thing. Does where I'm from actually matter here? I've spent time talking directly with agents who make these hiring decisions. And the honest answer is that it depends enormously on which country you're asking about. For some of you, there's a real and current advantage. And for others, it's a real barrier that has nothing to do with your talent. Before we get into it, if you're thinking of working on cruise ships, I made a free self-check quiz, which is here to help you figure out if working on cruise ships should be the right next step for your specific situation. So feel free to grab it in the description down below if you're interested. So you might be wondering if your specific nationality is the one I'm talking about. And unfortunately, I can't cover every single nationality in this video, otherwise I'd be here until tomorrow. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna name the ones that I'm sure about and that I have heard about from agents, so that if that's you, then you might have some answers already. So first, there are some underserved markets where if that's you, you are in a really good position because agencies and cruise lines will really want to hire you based on your nationality. And these are French people. Surprisingly, yes, French people are highly in demand, especially on cruise ships where speaking French is required. And surprisingly, there are not that many French people on cruise ships, and so this is a high demand nationality. Georgia, Lithuania, Latvia, and Ukraine are also in demand, and there are nationalities that do have a real advantage. The nationalities that tend to get slower visa processing and admin are Brazil and the Philippines, but you guys do get placed. It just takes a bit of time. I got told that Argentina tends to process smoothly and Russia faces a real current barrier. I do not have an answer at the moment about India and China, and I'd rather say that honestly. If I haven't mentioned your nationality, please drop it in the comments so that I can do some more digging and chatting with agents and knowing a little bit more about nationalities so that I can help you guys. What I also really need to mention is that there are no agencies or cruise lines that say, hey, we want this country, we don't want this country. They're not really even the ones who are choosing what nationality they tend to prioritize on cruise ships. Each countries have specific rules, especially when international work is involved. And the harder it is for an agency or for a cruise line to get the admin process going and flowing smoothly, the least they'll want to hire you because it takes more time and it is more work for them. That's just how it works. So there's nothing specific about you, about your country, your nationality. It's just about country-specific paperwork timelines, government-level visa policies, and sometimes historical gaps in agency infrastructure. For example, nobody is an agency in your country hiring musicians for a specific cruise lines. And because if you have watched some of my other videos, you know that cruise lines give this part of the work to the agency so that they can recruit the musicians. Then if nobody has built an agency in your country, that can be a reason why your nationality will not get hired as easily. Let me also share with you from my experience of my 4 years on cruise ships and 8 contracts what I have actually seen. Because I think it's important for me to share my experience of what kind of nationalities I've seen on board so that you can get a sense of, hey, okay, some Filipino people were hired, so maybe I have a chance. Because that's true. If one nationality was hired, if I've seen a band or a musician on a ship at the same time as me, it probably means that you can get there, that there's probably a way. But before this, you're probably here because you want to get hired on cruise ships. And I would really love you to take a minute and check the course How to Become a Cruise Ship Musician, which was made specifically for musicians like you who are considering cruise ship work. It covers nationality, but also the whole preparation needed in order to start applying on cruise ships. It puts it all together, how to apply, which agencies to apply. I'm even giving you my full song library so you don't have to format all the songs when you're learning the 150 songs. And I'm giving you all the insider knowledge that's available nowhere on the internet, and that might save you months and maybe even years. And so if you are interested, the link is below. There is is a special launch prize for the first 20 people who enroll. So go and have a look, and if it suits you, I'd be really happy to have you in the course. Now you might be wondering, okay, if my nationality is a disadvantage, just the same as the video I did about age, where maybe if you're a little bit older, that's a disadvantage, what can you do about it? Because I don't like being the one telling bad news and not giving solutions. And so I really want to give you solutions and help you in terms of what can you do if your nationality is a disadvantage for cruise lines and for agencies. So if you're from Brazil or from the Philippines, what I would do if I was you is I would definitely go ahead and apply early, and I would just expect a longer timeline. If you work with an agency that is used to hiring musicians from your nationality, the key will really be to be patient here. If you're from Russia, this is mostly outside of your control because it's about the EU government policy. And so this is not something that a cruise line or an agent can override. So I'd say it would be more difficult for you if you are from Russia. If you are from the underserved markets that I stated, as well as France, of course you don't have a disadvantage. It's the opposite. They're really looking for people with your nationality. So go ahead and just know that you have this advantage. And if you're from India or China, I would just go ahead and apply, and let's see what agencies tell you. And if you're from any other nationalities, do not let that block you from thinking that, oh, she hasn't mentioned it, maybe my nationality will be a problem, because ultimately agencies have different rules and they have different capacities in terms of who they are able to work with, and this can also change over time. So do not stay blocked and definitely keep applying. So if you found this helpful and you want to know a little bit more about how to prepare to work on cruise ships the best way, I built something for you specifically for that. It's a course called How to Become a Cruise Ship Musician, and it teaches you everything you need to know from being a musician on land to actually getting your first contract on board. I've put everything I know from my 4 years of experience on cruise ships, as well as the direct conversations I've had with agencies. And so this course is primarily for solo performers like piano vocalists or guitar vocalists, and partially for duos, trios, or bands who are also interested to get on cruise ships. The link is in the description if you want to go and have a look. So thank you for watching. I appreciate you being here. Feel free to drop in the comments what your nationality is, and if you learned anything valuable in this video. Do not hesitate to subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying these videos about how to get on cruise ships. And there's also my email address in the description if you have any questions about how to work together. And I appreciate your time. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one.